Hello everyone, it's Team Battle Royale time, and after the fourth rehost we got match number 9 going. Unfortunately there's a new BattleNet bug that Blizzard implemented for us that doesn't allow players to join games, so it tends to take some time, but here we are. It's pre-team mode on Northshire LV, and pre-team mode means we have no clue who's with who, which can be very interesting, can be very frustrating for some teams, but it also bears a lot of strategical potential, so curious to see what teams are up for. 3 undeads, didn't expect that, and 2 elves, 1 human here, 1 orc here, another human here, so we have all races, and I'm curious to see who is with who. As usual, after all this back and forth, I totally I have no idea who's with who, so I will just try to guess once I see who's moving into which direction. And yeah, Ponty's calling out Quest, but honestly I'm not sure if it's it's Quest BO, but we'll see if it's really Quest. Interesting that he moves out with his Acolyte here, cross map, which could be an indicator that he is in one team with this player. So we saw in the 12-player pre-team mode that it can be quite chaotic, and it's a bit less the case in this 8-way pre-team, where it's a bit more structured and players usually realize quite quickly who's with who, and there's no third player out on the map. So if you don't know pre-team mode, it means players are joining, but they don't select the same team in the lobby, and due to that, no one knows who's with who, as everyone is playing under anonymous smurfs, and you're not able to share vision and resources, but of course you are able to to voice chat with your ally. So we see Quest here, or whoever it is, if it's really Quest, then he managed to get his Acolyte cross map, so apparently purple is with yellow here, and I think that's a very smart thing to do, to get your Acolyte cross map quickly. We saw in the match last weekend that it's not that easy to do later on. Once you have all these heroes out on the map, it's actually not that easy to take your Acolyte on a walk. So I think it's really smart to make it that early. And as we see here, the Unnet taking the expansion, so they are swapping expos, which makes it much easier to TP. So let's see, do we already... okay. The green skeleton here indicates that green is not in one team with blue, I guess. So at least that's what yeah. That's what I think. So blue going for Rifleman and Paladin with Aura first, so I expect to see a lot more Riflemen here, and we do see a rush here by the green Undead, and I'm curious who might be joining this Undead player here. Obviously it can be like a one rush if the ally is nowhere close, but I'm not sure, like, does this Ancient of War mean that it's his ally or it's his enemy? I guess ally? So everyone but this green player creeping, and okay, it seems yeah, purple is in one team with blue. So who's going to save blue? That's a question. No one's on his way yet. Is it red? So no one's attempting to help at this point. And it's funny that the player that probably intended to rush with riflemen, or at least play as rifleman, gets gets rushed. So I think he does the right thing by calling out pink and green here. And this kind of rush is really hurts a lot. We do see here nice shadow melt by pink. Demon Hunter very exposed, but it doesn't really matter. Like, the riflemen are not dealing that much damage against this Demon Hunter, so this is it's a great push. I'm still surprised that no one's helping blue. So is it like, who's his ally? Is it gray? Like, gray seems to be moving towards... Yeah, I think gray attempts to help here, but it's just way too late, so... yeah, I think he could have gotten... and like, he had no wisp here, so... So easy rush here by green and pink. They had similar spawns, I'd say, to this other team, like, or exactly the same spawns. So I think, yeah, preparation is everything here. So yeah, gray definitely needed to help earlier. It took some time until pink arrived, and obviously Paladin Rifleman very strong once you get the number of riflemen that you require, but that early on, if you just have like 2-3 riflemen and your Paladin, it's not very good for defending. Gifts here between these allies. So gray seems to be on his own. And he's surely not with red. So red is with teal and yellow. Yeah, red is with teal, yellow is with purple, and green with pink. So nice spawns for this mode, I think. Like, no team has a free corner just to hoard by themselves. So it's really, yeah, an open battle. And I think the way yellow and purple play it with these cross expos is like the exact way to do it, or the best way to do it. And teal here being attacked, losing 2 fiends, I think. But red is storming in. Bit too late to the party. And I'm not sure he should move in here with 3-1 heroes. That's pretty risky. Nice creep, an important creep camp here for this team. Wow, and the purple decay gets ignored. I think he could have dealt some serious damage. He could have forced a TP here. And it seems, yeah, I'm not sure. And the pink and green team seems undecided what they are going to do. So red and teal getting the last creeps here in the center. So only the corner creeps are left, and I think the corner creeps are like the most valuable ones here. Dropping nice items. And green going for a very late natural expansion here, but he took this one first. Killed my friend? It wasn't him. So I think gray has a bit of a wrong, like maybe yes, I don't know. Maybe he's colorblind. Like that was green, that wasn't purple. He had no vision, but yeah, I think with these low-level heroes, he should pull his Archmage back. This could become a very risky push here for yellow, but he has some towers, so I really like that. And it seems gray realized now that green was the one who attacked. And everyone had, like, it was a total, like, spawns were very balanced. So pink in one team with purple, gray in one team with blue, green with pink, and red with teal. So nice spawns actually for this mode. And this gray player on his own, I think, yeah, this kind of push here early on. I mean, he has 2k gold, which isn't bad really, but he has only Dryads, and the pink and green team, like, they have nothing to do, so they can just kill some of the stuff here. Get some experience. Needs to be careful with his DK. Ah, was in range.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
So teal scouting here, and I'm curious whether these teams, like obviously two of the teams know who's with who, but I'm curious if the pink and green team, they're not scouting too much. I think they, well, it seems to me as if they could scout a bit more, so I don't see any green or pink stuff on the right side of the map. And this is a good, like a good manip by Gray, so I like that he's calling that out. That was an issue in the previous match, that the team, like the player with knowledge, didn't talk, And obviously scouting can be very difficult in this mode. We do see an attack here. Might be tricky because the red team gets attacked here, and at the same time the teal player is under attack by yellow, so yeah, so teal wants, and I'm a bit surprised here that green and pink are not going for gray. Like, gray was obviously the ally of blue in mapping, so I think it would have been the smarter choice to kill gray first and get some additional gold. They still have no gold. I think they could have gotten some experience here. And Gray will just continue to annoy them, and these mountain giants will be much more handy here for him than these Dryads, so... Interesting attack. Like, this will be a very powerful push. I don't see them holding this, and... Yeah, that's the thing, they don't have any mains in opposites, like in their allies' proximity. Have they? Where did TTP? Yeah, so teaming on red and teal here, so it's going to be a 2v2 quickly, and I'm curious to see which team... Are they pulling back? No. I mean, they exposed too far, so I'm curious to see whether the purple and yellow team are going to keep the upper hand. They had fewer expos at the start, but they don't have gray against them. Yeah, and this push was successful, so red is out of the map. He has lost basically everything, and I'm not even sure. Like, yes, this one peon, but maybe they get scouted even, so it's basically a quick, like, 2v2 here, and gray is continuing to be a pain for this pink-green team, so I think this, like, not killing gray could turn out to be a huge mistake here by this undead elf team. Wow, and nice feat here to his ally. Yeah, he's feeding level 3 water elementals to his ally, and yeah, that will provide some experience to these heroes. I think, yeah, it's not really efficient over time to do it. Like, in theory, you could just continue with it over and over, like the the Archmage will never run out of water elementals, but it's not really like you still lose time if you do it for too long, and there are more efficient ways to get experience. But as long as you're not fighting or moving out on the map, it's definitely the thing to do. Purple up to 4k gold, yellow also to 4.5k, gray going for mass mountain giants here, really like that. 3.5k, and this top left team on 500 gold and on 4k gold. So this green and pink team really couldn't utilize from all of these expos. I think they could have been up to like 10k gold now if they had just stayed on 50, finished gray on 50. Like I think they could have easily done that with 6 zeros. And yeah, these two teams were already weakening each other, so I think there was zero reason to not finish gray. And it seems this burrower is not in vision. It's interesting here. And they managed to feed the Archmage to level 6, so that's smart. You can't mass TP to your ally, but still, like, mass TP very, very powerful in this mode, since you don't need to waste 350 gold. Like, this team is best prepared anyways, but like for TPing to your enemies, to your allies' main base, but still, like, it saves a lot of gold if you don't need to buy a TP. And everyone's focusing on this like green-pink team, but with purple on 50, I think it's... they're still in a decent spot. They are gathering way more gold here, despite having fewer expansions. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expos against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be a difference, like it's going to be an advantage for this green pink team in the long run, but for now, like, they are both on 80 supply, so and this one isn't running, so and yellow is towering up massively. I'm not sure if I like this tower positioning here. Like, that's such an invitation for AoE splash damage. Don't really see a reason for placing towers like that. And Gray is really trying to fight these two players here over and over, so... ooh! Nice kill on that panda last second. And yeah, being in Gray's shoes, it's... I know what, like, I understand what he's doing, and he just tries to deal some damage to the players that killed his ally, but like, he's not getting much done. I think his manip is very useful, but yeah. I guess if he wanted to deal some serious damage, he needed to either split mountain giants entirely, like to these expansions here, or go for chimeras, or just horde, and then go for huge army, or if he tries to go for victory, then I guess he just needs to get some gold and seek for some efficient backstabs So he can't fight any of these teams on his own, but might be able to get some pickoffs. And literally every second player, every second elf plays Trunks Heroes these days, so was so unique some time ago, and now it's like the meta. Yellow up to 5k gold, and purple being on almost 12k, 11k is going up to 80 supply again.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I'm super surprised that Teal is going to rebuild here and that they let him do that. Invest chicken here, so we will have a mass TP incoming. Ooh, it's revealed. It's not Invis anymore. And they don't seem to realize it. I mean, these chickens are rather obvious. Also, I think the chicken in particular, like it walks if you nice mass TP here. I think if you walk the chicken, it's even more distinctive that it's not just strolling around, but you actively control it. And this is a very powerful attack here by yellow. So pink has a lot of gold, but can't really share it and is using all of his infrastructure, and these movers are about to go down. So Demon Hunter only level 4. It's a bit of a disadvantage here for pink that they never really fouled. Like they just killed blue early and then they finished off red, but both enemies had no army really, so this feeding really paid off for the yellow purple team. Mass TP already worth it. And I don't see Gray stopping here anytime soon. So Gray really enemy number 1 for them. Was such a nice mass TP. Also maybe not the perfect base to defend against mass TP. Like the tree very open, and yeah, mass TP is a risk, especially if, like, even more with these heroes where you don't really have AoE against the tanks. So if you have a Panda Tinker, it's much more easy to defend it. Ooh, and they went for a split attack here, so purple went on green. So green can't help here, and that was a very powerful push. Very nicely managed here by this purple and yellow team. And it doesn't seem that, like, I mean, red and teal are trying to rebuild, but they are not really, they don't have the power yet to do anything. Like 3/1/1 heroes will be totally useless. And Gray is not going to stop here, so yeah, and pink has a lot of expos, but I think he needs to, like, he's not rebuilding yet really, so I think he needs to rebuild very, very quickly here. He's teching, and Yeah, losing all heroes here doesn't really help. I think he should have tried to get away. Like, this is open, I think, so he could have gotten away even. Not sure if it was worth it. Losing all heroes here, like at least 2 heroes. Okay, teal and red seem to help now. But purple should be able to easily just kill. Kill 1 hero? Yes, kill 1 hero. Valuable kill. Statue survives, no level up for the DK.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Yeah, Gray could play an important role here in this. Dreadlord dying, but now the Undead has a huge army. And like, I wonder if yellow is moving up anything. Okay, he has a chicken here, but it's like this army is not built to fight close to his ally. Like, tanks obviously deal damage to all air units that are in range, and ooh, so needs to be very careful here with the tanks. And yeah, tanks plus Gargs not ideal. I mean, yeah, as we see here, he can just stone form the Gargs, so that's a good call. And yeah, purple needs to use AoE on these Gargs, and I guess then should be fine. Okay, he's using tanks against the buildings now, so they won't attack the air. And so purple and yellow lost plenty of gold, but like it will get, like, it will become some work for them to finish all of these players, like 1 player, 2 player, 3, 4, 5 players here. But with mass TP and these heroes, they are well prepared and should be able to do so. Pink fully rebuilt, but still takes some time until our heroes are revived, and it doesn't seem as if this Undead is going to survive. And Gray's still on them, so Gray here really on a full rage chip, and I'm not sure if it really matters here, but it's surely annoying for this green. Like, it's surely annoying to lose some buildings to Gray here, while they can't defend this purple and yellow team. And another mass TP here. The sheep dies, but ooh, and the Demon Hunter almost out. It's changing aggro, so green on 77 supply here. You just can't fight this human with these strong heroes. Inner fire, 3 tanks. Like, these tanks are just, I mean, they are already difficult to kill, and now they have up to 15 armor, which makes them pretty difficult to deal with if you don't have very, very high level heroes. And I mean, worms are the right unit, but just 3 worms won't get it done here, as it seems. Yellow lost some stuff though, so needs to be careful here. These MGs are, I think, a good choice by pink. So purple and yellow are really coordinating their attacks extremely well. As long as they keep green and pink in check here, they should be able to finish them later on. Pink has 14k gold though. Wow. Losing all units obviously dropped him to 50 supply, and he still had like these 3 to 4 expansions, so he was able to gather a lot of gold quickly, so it's going to be a tricky chase here. Yeah, and pink really a pain here for this team. Pink is not in a super bad spot. I will be really surprised if he wins this, but he has chimeras. Should get some upgrades here. He has the gold, so upgrades very useful on these chimeras, but he's not getting levels really, so he's not, like, he's just fighting buildings.
A town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
Nice Dark Ranger kill here. It's a level 6 for Village. Ooh, yellow needs to TP out. So this undead army is quite scary actually still, but doesn't really matter since green has to fully rebuild. Wow. Snipe. Nice. I think Mountain Giants are a good choice here, but he can't fight without his undead ally. Also, red kind of rebuild. And it really seems as if yellow should go for the aggression here against buildings. Like, fighting this undead army and these undead heroes is not that easy, especially if you need to be careful to not attack your allies' units. Ooh, and gray changed aggression, so he is on purple now, so it's really like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 2 now. But don't have much. Ooh, and tanks attacking purple. Yeah, that's really a disadvantage of tanks in here. Like, you can't really use them for fighting in a straight up battle with your ally next to you, because these tanks are just going to attack your allies' units. Okay, now yeah, they split, so I guess it somehow works out here, but MK, careful, nice. Ooh, nice coil last second here. This Lich is going to die against the MK. And yeah, all these green units are low, and now they've found the green base. And Clap's so powerful here. And the MK, will he die? Or will he get staffed? He dies. Interesting. I don't think Holy Light was on cooldown actually. So not going to matter that much here that the MK stat, since yeah, all the enemy units died too. And yeah, green is about to die here. Not going to stay alive. And everyone's on them, as it seems, but just a bit too late. I think if they all teamed up a bit earlier, and nah, probably not even then, it would have mattered really. I think they needed like that support right away, and eventually this split attack, purple attacking at the top and yellow at the bottom, was a true game winner here. And now Gray is on red for whatever reason. Okay, he's just going rampage here. So yeah, again, yeah, as we said in earlier pre-team matches, it obviously involves some luck, but no team had spawn luck here, so no team had a real advantage. And again, as we saw, like the yellow and the purple team executed it much better than these other teams. I think the push by pink and green was also good, and then they managed to like get all these expos, but neither did they finish gray, nor did they hoard a lot of gold. So they just attacked like the other team here, and ignoring purple and yellow, and probably also underestimating the power of mass TP in this mode.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Wow, 5 HP. Man, that was close.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
And he's going to kill the Acolyte here, but yeah, this one is over. So yeah, we do have some chasing here. Game lasting almost an hour, so I think it was a nice game, and actually a lot of fun to watch the execution and guess who's with who. So this was, I think it was a third pre-team match this season, or was it the second? I think it was the second. Third? Forgot. Ah no, it was the third. So now Gray's going to die. So yeah, purple was, or is Quest. Yellow is the Great Wall. TGW+Qwest, yeah, won both of his pre-tier matches last season, and he's very successful in it. And obviously, yeah, TGW also a very experienced player, strong micro and well executed. Both players in voice chat probably, which also helps. Gray Voxius, blue was Aarni,
Forces are under attack.
and yeah, Syde was the green player, and his ally Pink was Neutron. So a bit disappointed by them after this initial attack that seemed very convincing, but after that, yeah, they seemed a bit clueless on what to do. So
A player's forces are under attack.
yeah. So it's just the last few buildings. Double block here on these MGs. Yeah, red and... Ooh, what's his ally? Red and teal.
A player's forces are under attack.
Also almost out here. Yeah, they're really trying hard, but just doesn't make a difference anymore. They have quite some gold, surprisingly, so... Or at least teal has, but... Yeah, 4k gold. Not really going to matter much.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
There goes the Demon Hunter.
A player's forces are under attack. A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, red and teal, Infinity and Eshan. So I think it's fair to say that this is over. Next match going to be tomorrow. And let me check what match it's going to be. It is going to be Neon City, a normal 4-way at 11 p.m. CET. So we preponed the Thursday matches, and yeah, so another interesting match coming up tomorrow. And yeah, this is the third victory for team. Maybe next time. Let me check the scoreboard. Yep, it's the third victory. We had this one by Qwest 2 days ago. On Sunday, I think it was. We had the victory by DV, also Northshire. And now this 15-point pre-team victory. So Cumulo Brothers still at the top with 40 points. They skipped this match and then followed by Team Maybe Next Time, 35 points, 30 points for Ironex and Ravenclaw, and official Seal of No Fair without points to this point. And yeah, still plenty of matches to go. So this was match number 9 of 40. So a lot of points to be taken still. The 4 HP Zeppelin here. Ooh, and there he dies over the water.
A town is under siege.
So, next team is out, so it's only Gray and these two players. Nice troll.
Is under siege. A player's forces are under attack. Players' forces are under attack.
He's going to stop out. But that's going to be it for the Gray team here. There goes the Demon Hunter. And that's it for this team. So who's going to get the victory here of these two allies? Only one player can win the pre-team match, even if both teams are from one team. Both players are from one team, so it seems the Great Wall is going to kill Qwest here. Human only on 80 here, so wouldn't be surprised if the Unnet wins this. So so much damage against these tanks here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, last second dodge here. That was a painful attack here. Still 90 supply if he gets out all of these tanks, but tanks are not really as good as they have been until patch 1. What was it? 130. So before 130, tanks still super strong, but with this
Player's forces are under attack.
nerf, not anymore. It's a lot of towers. Yeah, he needs death and decay here. Good for him that the MK died, so there's no disable. And this is a nice death and decay.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, as if he saw it coming. Ah. It's not managing to kill all of these towers here with the death and decay, so we'll take him a bit more time to break this. And yeah, interesting. I think the human may win this. He just can't fight. MK is back though, so he will just go for the counter attack here, I believe.
A town is under siege.
Now he realizes that there's an undead necropolis next to his main. The splash. Both players here completely out of gold. The undead has a bit more supply, but not that much more. MK out of mana, so... And these tanks just die so quickly to Carrion Swarm. So much damage. But now he's out of mana, so... Yeah, he just goes for the counter attack.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
And did he buy a new TP? Where's the DK? Yeah, okay. His last TP here. Maybe second last. Ooh, sleep just in time. And Dreadlord out of mana, so this is really not an easy fight to take. Infernal will help here. Wow, and the MK very exposed, so looks as if this will go into... This will Be a victory for the Unnet. Can he get a sleep off? No sleep. Almost killing his own Black Citadel. All these tanks very low. Yeah, this should be the Unnet's game. He only lost like 4 supply. He's down to 1 gold, but I guess it doesn't matter. He even got a new TP with his last gold. Some gold left on the map, but not really possible to mine it anymore. There should be some gold here still. So I think there are mines, but it doesn't really matter anymore.
Towns and players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, good call here to kill the altar. But... oh, he can't TP back, can he? There's no necropolis left. That double click TP here.
Town is under siege. All players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, the Great Wall just mass TPing around here. But I would be super surprised if he manages to win this. Ooh, will the sleep be on time? Ah, that was a split second too late here. And that might be it for yellow. Unless he runs out of mana. Ah, why don't you sleep? He had mana left for sleep, no? Or was it a TP? Ah, it was a TP.
A town is under siege.
Next mass TP coming in here. This could become pretty close actually. Like there's only this one shop and that might be getting revealed any second if it isn't already, so. But okay, still one more TP, crazy.
Town is under siege.
Wow, the MK came back. Crazy. I'm not quite sure why he isn't selling his items. I think he should sell all items but boots to get staffs here. Would make it much easier actually to deal with it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he found him. He found him.
A player's forces are under attack.
And getting these two tanks is a big deal actually. Without them, it's not going to be possible. I don't think.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, way too many units. I missed all these worms, so... With all these worms.
A player's forces are under attack.
And that paladin is not going to come back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not many buildings left here for the undead, but without tanks, not going to be able to do much here. And there he leaves, so victory for team maybe next time. Thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, see you tomorrow or on one of the next days. Join us on Discord to see the entire schedule, and have a good night. Bye bye.